So gay porn is usually the first media representation that gay boys see growing up, and it's present throughout the years. Sometimes it feels like porn is just a big part of gay identity. But I also think that maybe it's not only for gays, but just for men in general, like straight men including, just because of the way we socialize. And I was recently wondering how gay porn affects our preferences in men and just like what we like in bed in general. And I thought of it when I remembered Dan Fisk. Maybe this is too niche for many of you. He used to be a part of Treasure Island Media Studio, and it's my favorite studio ever. Like, he was so attractive to me, and I really liked his energy. But he was like active around the 90s, noughties, the early 2010s. He hasn't been involved in any scenes recently, so I was like, what is his life like now? What is he doing? Every time I come across these very old videos with the legends of gay porn, I'm like, I have this urge to Google them to see like why they stopped, what's their life philosophy is. I almost have this, I don't know, like special connection to them. And I think it's mostly because I am a zillennial, millennial kind of gay. I'm 30 now. And in my early teens, we didn't really have that much of a representation. Maybe, like we had Skins a little bit. We had Glee, but I was never a Glee fan. We didn't have Heartstopper, Young Royals, Sex Education kind of TV shows. So usually gay porn was the only place where you go to see other men like you. And specifically Treasure Island Media, they do this very like hardcore kind of stuff. In porn, seems like everyone just loves this very masculine, dominant kind of man. And I think this is why many of us developed this dom sub kind of fantasy. Like, we really love it, we really want to try it. And they thought that, what if we didn't have this kind of representation so much? What if all the gay porn was like vanilla, so romantic, like making love? Would we chase this kind of thing more, And now I realize that I developed this really conflicting kind of relationship with the porn. On one hand, I really appreciate it because it kind of taught us how to have sex, like what to do, because we didn't have anyone to teach us, no one guided us, right? But at the same time, porn created the standards that can never be met, right? Like, it's just too perfect. In real life, we're not the performers, right? Like, we're just real people, and it's different in real life. And in general, there were many studies that revealed that porn affects us negatively, right? Like, it can cause anxiety, insecurities, but I still appreciate its cultural impact. How it depicted gay sex. Like, now we can see like how it was different before, how it is like now, how this industry now turned into more this like OnlyFans kind of business model, and like how these performers, they literally earn the fortune with all the algorithms. But another thought that I have was like, is it ever possible for us to stop watching porn? Like, or we're like hooked for the rest of our lives? Because like, I even know the couples where guys, they continue watching porn and masturbating to it even if they are in a long-term like happy relationship and they live together. Still, porn is so present in their lives. And I also thought, if we never had porn, would we still obsess over masculinity, or we would be more open? And just in general, if we lived in the world that fully accepted us, like be more diverse. I'm also wondering if the porn consumption is linked to the like economic situation in general. I mean, like, do, for example, people who live in Scandinavia, right? Like, do they need to watch porn as much as like people from weaker economics do, right? Like, now talking about this, I thought like how like our well-being also affects it. If we always lived in this very accepting world, would there be such a big demand for porn, right? Like gay porn specifically? Or like, would it affect us as much as it affects us now? Like, I once again didn't have any script for this video. I just sat here and yapped and I felt like I didn't really give many answers and I asked more questions. So I'm just like, like very curious. What do you think? What is your relationship with porn like? Are there any gay porn actors that you like specifically follow? Like that you probably have this special connection with? Do you appreciate porn's cultural impact? Or you think it's very harmful and we all should stop watching it? Let me know all of this in the comments. Also, if you really like my content and resonate with it, go follow me on Instagram where I post daily. On this channel, I usually reflect on gay dating, relationships, identity, authenticity, and pop culture. Somewhere here, you'll see some other videos of mine that you can check out. And if you really enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Or if you didn't enjoy it, give it a thumbs down, I would really appreciate your interaction. Also, I decided that starting from today, I'll be posting twice a week. Hopefully, it'll be Monday and Thursday. So stay tuned and see you soon. Bye!